Now let's meet today's starting lineups, beginning with the visiting team, the Ingleside Mustangs. Leading off, number 15, Kaylee Murrah. Sounds like it's 7. Batting second, number 4, Kiki Smith. Batting third, number 1, Leilani Smith. Batting fourth, number 9, Kylie Ward. Batting fifth, number 3, Lana Walker.
And we'll do the hand signals.
Batting sixth, number 18, Mia Salazar. They get really loud. Batting seventh, number 10, Dara Davila. Batting eighth, number 8, Ruby Eppard. Batting ninth, number 2, Kai Sanchez. And in the flex position, number 5, Brooke Hardcastle. And the rest of your Lady Mustangs. Now the starting lineup for the home team, the Robstown Cotton Pickers. Leading off, number 2, Isabella Cruz. Batting second, number 28, Yadi Rodriguez.
You need to make the numbers red on those videos.
Batting third, number 8, Kaylee Espinoza. Batting fourth, number 13, Addison Warden. Batting fifth, number 21, Brianna Taylor. Batting sixth, number 6, Yolina Piscina. Batting seventh, number 17, Kaylin Salinas. Batting eighth, number 9, Sofia Garcia. Batting ninth, number 3, Sofia Rodriguez. And in the flex position, number 5, Ariana Gonzalez. And the rest of your cotton pickers. Tonight's game is played the Texas way, which means we strive to model high sportsmanship, respect our opponents, and support the officials. We ask that all fans join us in cheering positively for the student athletes on the field. Thank you for your cooperation. At this time, please stand and remove your caps as we honor our nation with the playing of the national anthem.
Anyways, Beville for my basketball, no people okay?
Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Picker Nation News for Game 2 of the area matchup between the Ingleside Lady Mustangs and the Robstown Lady Pickers. Ingleside leading the series 1-0 on the strength of an 11-1 victory last night. Defensively for the Lady Pickers, but same defensive lineup last night with the exception of pitcher Variana Gonzalez in left field, Yadi Rodriguez in center, Addison Worden in right, around the horn Brianna Taylor at third, Sofia Rodriguez at short, Kaylin Salinas at second, and Sofia Garcia at first. Battery tonight is Isabella Cruz behind the plate, and Kaylee Espinosa in the circle for the Lady Pickers.
Up to bat, number 15, Kaylee Marua.
Oh, Kaylee Marua leading things off for the Lady Mustangs. Takes first pitch for called strike one. And in case you are wondering, yes, this is a different umpiring crew than what we had last night. A little bit low for ball one. Count even 1-1 on Marua. Swing and a miss, strike two. And just like last night, wind blowing across towards the right field line. 1-2 pitch from Espinosa. Swing and a miss, strike one. Oh, first batter, first out for the Lady Pickers here in Portland.
Up to bat, number 4, Kiki Smith.
It's going to bring up center fielder Kiki Smith. And nobody on, one out here in the top of the first inning. Swing and a pop foul to the right side, out of play. And corner infielders playing even with the bag. Another pop foul out of play, 0-2 on Smith. Again, Gonzalez in left, Rodriguez in center, playing fairly deep, even with the wind blowing in. 0-2 pitch to Smith, outside for ball one. And Espinosa gets the sign, looks at a wristband for the 1-2 pitch. Inside, count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled back, count stays even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Another 2-2 pitch from Espinosa, fouled back, and we'll have another 2-2 pitch.
Still 3 whatever.
Ground ball foul to the left side. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Espinosa starting off the game with 2 strikeouts of Lady Mustang hitters.
Up to bat, number 1, Leilani Smith.
That'll bring up Leilani Smith. 2 out, nobody on here in the top of the first inning. Takes the first pitch on the inside corner for called strike 1. Fouled off to the right side, 0-2 on Smith. Kylie Ward waiting on deck. She would be up if Smith can get on. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Smith. So Espinosa back on the rubber for the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a line drive foul to the left side. Count stays 1-2. Swing and foul back. Count stays 1-2. Outside, count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch misses high, count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Espinosa looking to have a clean first inning, something the Lady Pickers weren't able to do last night, giving up 3 runs in the bottom of the first. Ball popped up in the infield. Rodriguez over to makes the play for, Garcia makes the play for out number 3. So the Lady Mustangs retired in order in the top of the first inning. We'll be back for the bottom of the first on Picker Nation News.
Welcome to Robstown Early College High School. We're going to talk about what makes this place so special and why you should consider joining our early college program. At RECHS, we provide students who are less likely to attend college an opportunity to receive a high school diploma, an associate's degree, or a substantial amount of college credits. We understand attending an early college will look different than standard high school. We are committed to providing each and every student an unforgettable high school experience. We are Robstown. We are cotton pickers. Here, our teachers and staff are 100% committed to your success and are here to help you. Make sure to visit our website today and see how you can be part of the Robstown Early College High School.
Well, back in Portland for the bottom of the first inning, no score. Batting order for the Lady Pickers: Cruz, Rodriguez, Espinosa, the top third. Middle third, Warden, Taylor, Pesina. And bottom third, Salinas, Garcia, and Rodriguez.
Up to bat, number 2, Isabella Cruz.
Cruz steps in. We'll get you the Lady Mustang defense between batters. First pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. And Kylie Ward in the circle for the Lady Mustangs. Count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. ball foul. Count now 1-2. Ball high, count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Line drive to third, play there made by Lana Walker for the first out of the bottom of the first inning.
Up to bat, number 28, Yadi Rodriguez.
Well, that's going to bring up center fielder Yarida Rodriguez.
Who's your crime partner?
First pitch to Yachty, swing and a miss for strike one. And left fielder and center fielder playing Rodriguez to hit the ball opposite way. Again, Ward stays away from Rodriguez here. Count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. And line drive by Rodriguez. That's going to scoot all the way to the wall. That's going to be extra bases for Yachty. And waving her around for third. And it's going to take a good throw to get her. And she slides in. Safe. Triple for Yachty Rodriguez. Well, nice job there by Yachty getting out in front of that pitch, hitting it down the right field line, sending it all the way to the wall.
Up to bat, number 8, Kaylee.
And got a 1-out triple. So Kaylee Espinosa steps up. Runner on third with 1 out. First pitch from Ward to Espinosa. In there for called strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Espinosa looked like she was on that one, just a little bit underneath. So 0-2 on the Picker pitcher. Hardcastle set up outside, right on the outside corner for called strike 3. And unlike last night, that pitch was on the corner.
Up to bat, number 13, Addison Warden.
That's going to bring up right fielder Addison Worden. Worden looking for a 2-out RBI here for the Lady Pickers. First pitch from Ward inside for ball 1. One-0 pitch to Worden. Called strike 1. And 1-1 pitch, swing and a ground ball foul on the left side. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, Worden way out in front. Her biggest issue as a hitter is being early on everything. She needs to trust her hands and get that ball inside of fair territory. Let the ball travel a little bit deeper before she starts her swing. In the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And 2-2 pitch from Ward is high, count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Base hit, ball 4 situation for Worden here. Payoff pitch, swinging a ground ball to third. Third baseman makes a nice scoop over to first. 4 out number 3, so a 1-out triple is stranded at third. Pickers with no runs on one hit, one runner left on base after one complete. We are scoreless from Portland on Picker Nation News.
Welcome to Robstown Early College High School. We're going to talk about what makes this place so special and why you should consider joining our early college program. At RECHS, we provide students who are less likely to attend college an opportunity to receive a high school diploma, an associate's degree, or a substantial amount of college credits. We understand attending an early college will look different than standard high school. We are committed to providing each and every student an unforgettable high school experience. We are Robstown. We are Cotton Pickers. Here, our teachers and staff are 100% committed to your success and are here to help you. Make sure to visit our website today and see how you can be part of the Robstown Early College High School.
Early College High School is an engine of imagination, learning, discovery, and innovation.
Here you'll learn essential career skills while uncovering the rich values and time-honored traditions which make our school so special. Make your choice the right one. Make it at Robstown ISD.
Oh, back in Portland for the top of the second inning. No score
Up to bat,
between
number
the Lady
9,
Pickers
Kylie
and Lady Mustangs. Kylie Ward leading things off for the Lady Mustangs. First pitch fouled back for strike one.
The regional in San Antonio? Or Kingsville? Kings?
42 at Kingsville, 183
Oh, one pitch to Ward, misses high.
128.
4-1. Count even, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Ooh, excuse me.
Espinosa with the 1-1 pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2-1 to Ward.
We have no joy still over there?
Up for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike on Kylie Ward.
Oh, yeah.
And Ward takes a leadoff walk. Lady Mustangs with a runner on first with nobody out.
Probably gonna need courtesy run.
Up to bat, number 3, Lana Walker.
That's going to bring up Lana Walker, courtesy runner for the Lady Mustangs, Lainey Martinez. Running for Ward at first. First pitch to Walker, misses high, 4-1. Two and 0. And Lady Picker outfield playing no extra base defense here. All 3 outfielders are playing fairly deep, even with the wind blowing in across right field. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Count now 2 balls and a strike on Lana Walker. Walker again at third base tonight for the Lady Mustangs. 2-1 pitch. A little bit inside. Count now 3-1.
What did you get on? Stuff the ball again? steal or trying to extend it?
And 3-1 pitch from Espinosa. And 2 straight walks to start out the second inning for Espinosa. And that's going to bring up the
Up to bat, number 18, Mia
second
Salazar.
baseman, Mia Salazar. And Brianna Taylor over at third, scooting up, expecting a potential bunt. Means that Sofia Rodriguez would have to cover third. Usually with runner on second, first baseman's going to cover. First baseman gets the ball. Garcia over to first for out number 1. The runner's now on second and third with 1 out. And that's going to bring up first baseman Dara Davila.
Up to bat, number 10, Dara Davila.
Not too bad.
So 2 runners in scoring position here for Davila. Again, walks can do you in here. Both runners on base as a result of a walk. First pitch from Espinosa, swing and a fly ball out into right field. Worden coming in and can't come up with it. That's going to score 2, and Davila is probably going to get to third at least, and she'll stay there on the E9. So Lady Mustangs take a 2-0 lead. And again, as you saw last week, Worden has the ball bounce off of her glove. Looks like she took her eye off the ball, thinking that the runner's going to tag.
Number 8, Ruby Eppard.
So left fielder Ruby Eppard steps in, runner on third with 1 out. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. One pitch from Espinosa, another bunt, and plays made at first, and the runner comes home on the safety squeeze for run number 3. Lady Pickers pick up the second out, and the Lady Mustangs now lead 3-0 here in the top of the second inning. A little bit of small ball here
Kai Sanchez.
by the Lady Mustangs. That's going to bring up the right fielder, Kai Sanchez. First pitch to Sanchez from Espinosa, fouled off to the right side for strike 1. One pitch from Espinosa, swing and another foul back. 0-2 on Sanchez. Pena set up outside. And pitch misses a bit high for ball 1. Or excuse me, not Pena, Cruz.
Yeah.
2 balls and 2 strikes now on Sanchez. Pitch misses low, count now full, 3-2. Outside, and Espinosa has just walked her third batter of the inning. And the first 2 runs scored were the results of walks, and now the Lady Mustangs have another runner on.
Number 15, Kaylee Marua.
And the lineup is flipped over to the top with Kaylee Marua. Marua 0 for 1 with the strikeout. First pitch line drive, that's going to get to the gap and go all the way to the wall. And that's going to score Sanchez all the way from first. Marua going to third, and ball gets past, and she will stay at third. So an RBI triple for Marua, and the score is now 4-0. Good job by Isabella Cruz. Take a trip out to the circle, talk to Espinosa. Again, the entire Lady Picker infield, with the exception of Kaylin Salinas at second, are freshmen.
Up to bat, number 4, Kiki Smith.
It's going to bring up Kiki Smith. Smith struck out in the top of the first. Steps in now with the runner on third and 2 outs. Espinosa misses high for ball 1. Swing and a foul ball to the right side, out of play, count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. And Espinosa gets a sign for the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a pop up on the right side, again out of play. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, Marua on third. 2 outs here, 4 runs in. Here in the top of the second. Espinosa's 1-2 pitch, swinging a line drive to second, and Salinas makes the play for out number 2. But the Mustangs pick up 4 runs in their half of the second inning. They lead 4-0. We'll be back on Picker Nation News.
Do you have a favorite subject in school? Do you enjoy working with students? Then join the Education and Training Program at Robstown Early College High School.
You'll learn to combine your passion, knowledge, and skills while working with individuals in your favorite subject area.
Our Education and Training Program enjoys an excellent reputation for quality and innovation. Start your journey towards the art of becoming a teacher today.
Robstown Early College High School has limitless opportunities to transform their lives. Make sure you join a program of study like Instrumentation, where there is high demand and high wage career options when you graduate. With over $50 billion in private investments alone, the Port of Corpus Christi industrial jobs are some of the hottest careers in the coastal bend.
Oh, back in Portland for the bottom of the second inning, Brianna Taylor leading things off. Takes the first pitch high for ball 1. One-oh pitch to Taylor. Misses for ball 2. Two-oh pitch from Ward, taken for called strike 1. Two-one pitch to Taylor. Takes high for ball 3. And Lady Pickers looking for base runners any way they can get them. Yadi Rodriguez with a triple last inning, but was stranded at third. 3-1 pitch to Taylor, swing and a miss. Count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Base hit, ball 4 situation here for Brianna Taylor, freshman third baseman for the Lady Pickers. And Taylor works a leadoff walk. And that's going to bring up the designated player, Yolina Piscina.
Now batting, number 6, Yolina Piscina.
Catcher set up way outside, and Ward hits the spot right there, but called ball 1. Some of us up here still having PTSD from some of the calls from last night. Piscina fouls one off. Nice approach there, going where the pitch was thrown, hit the outside corner, and she fouls it off to the left side. And Piscina was in the circle last night for the Lady Pickers. She's the designated player today. Again, another one of the many freshmen for the Lady Pickers. Hardcastle set up outside, and that one hits the corner. Throw down to first, not in time. Taylor back safely. So 1-2 on Piscina. Runner on first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. And outside for ball 2. Count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Lady Mustangs still going to the well on that pitch in the outside corner to lefties. Hoping to get the same call as they did last night. Of course, new umpiring crew today. Swing and a foul back. Piscina stays alive. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball through the 5-6 hole. That's a base hit. Lady Pickers with runners on first and second, with nobody out, looking to hopefully put up a crooked number here and get a few runs back that they gave up in the top half of the inning. That's going to bring up Kaylin Salinas.
Kaylin Salinas. I was hearing Kaylin at the same time. I was like, that's not her.
So Salinas steps in with Taylor on second, Piscina on first, nobody out. On the outside corner for strike 1. A little bit off the outside corner, count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Wouldn't be surprised if Coach Moreno puts a bunt on, stay out of the double play, and get your runners over to second and third with less than 2 outs. It looks like Salinas is going to be swinging the bat here. Line drive up the middle, going to have to hurry to stay out of double play, and an error, and Taylor's going to score, and it's now 4-1 in favor of the Lady Mustangs, as Marua had a little trouble getting the ball to Salazar at second. Ball came out of Salazar's glove. Piscina safe at second, and Taylor takes home for the Lady Pickers, and that's going to bring up Sofia Garcia. And runners on first and second, still 1 out. Lady Pickers got 1 run back so far. And the first pitch, square to bunt, pops it up. Runner's going to need to get back, and the catcher Doesn't quite have enough room to get back there. 0-1 on Garcia. And Garcia showed the bunt a little bit late. This is an obvious sacrifice situation. Go ahead and get the bat out there ready and make sure you get the bunt down. Last thing we need is a pop-up and end up in a double play. Again, go ahead and show it right here if you're going to bunt. Pulls the bat back for ball one. Count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Third baseman Walker charging. Marua, the shortstop, going over to cover second. Swing and a pop foul. Count now 1 ball and 2 strike, and bunt likely now out of play. And Garcia looking to catch the ball out in front, hit it to the right side, and get Pesina to third. 1-2 pitch from Ward. Outside for ball 2. And I think that's what Ingleside is doing. They're going to force her to hit an outside pitch, hit it to the left side, and potentially get the lead runner. And you can already see the catcher Hardcastle over on towards the right-handed batter's box. Scoots out even further, swing and a miss for strike 3. So that's out number 1 here in the bottom of the second inning. That's going to bring up Sofia Rodriguez.
Now batting, number 3, Sofia Rodriguez.
So Rodriguez steps in, runners on first and second, now 1 out. First pitch to Sofia, squares the bunt, and ball goes foul for strike 1. And Pickers stay out of a double play. Isabella Cruz waits on deck. One pitch. Garcia scores again, pulls the bat back for ball 1. Base umpire shaking his head instead of giving us a palm down. But no is no. And we're going to have the 1-1 pitch from Ward. Inside, ball 2. And the 2-1 pitch. Garcia squares again, pulls the bat back. Ball 3. After fouling off the first pitch, Garcia has taken 3 straight balls from Kylie Ward. And Pesina on second and Salinas on first. 3-1 pitch. And the bases are loaded for the Lady Pickers. And the lineup's flipped over with Isabella Cruz coming to bat. And Hardcastle is going to have a quick meeting in the circle with Ward and the rest of the Lady Mustang infield, and the Ingleside coach is heading out to have a conversation as well.
I can't read the number.
Oh, after the conference of the mound, Isabella Cruz steps in. Bases loaded for the Lady Pickers. And Pesina at third. Salinas at second. Rodriguez at first. Ward gets a sign, and we'll have the first pitch to Cruz. Misses high for ball one. You can see the Lady Mustangs infield is very in. Shortstop Marua is kind of at the cut of where the grass would be. Rest of the infield up pretty tight. 1-0 pitch to Cruz. Misses high for ball two. And Ward having a little bit of trouble finding the strike zone. And 2-0 pitch from Ward. Inside, ball three. Again, my philosophy has kind of changed over the years on 3-0 pitches. You've got hitters that you trust. Pitcher doesn't want to walk them. There's no place to put them. I'm swinging out of my shoes if it's at the location I want. And a little bit high, but called strike one. Well, Cruz still with the hitter's count here, 3-1. Bases loaded for the Lady Pickers, trailing by 3. And Cruz line drive into right field, and 1 run's going to score. Lady Pickers going station to station. That might have been ball 4, but even better with the hit by Isabella Cruz. And now if Yadi Rodriguez can have a repeat of what she did in the first inning, Lady Pickers are going to have the lead. Yadi with a 1-out triple in the top of the first. First pitch from Ward is in there for called strike one. Lady Pickers cut the lead in half here in the bottom of the second inning, looking to do some more damage. Throw down to third. Salinas back safe as Rodriguez takes ball 1. And surprisingly here, the Lady Mustangs infield is not in against Rodriguez as they were for Cruz. 1-1 pitch, swinging a ground ball to short, coming home for 1, and the ball gets past the catcher, and Salinas scores. It's now 4-3. So not a good throw from Marua over at short. And we've got a 4-3 ball game. And that's going to bring up the pitcher, Kaylee Espinosa. Again, bases loaded with 1 out. Another meeting in the circle for the Lady Mustangs.
Just relax. Pitch.
Now batting, number 8, Kaylee Espinoza.
So Rodriguez at third, Cruz at second, Yadi Rodriguez at first, Kaylee Espinosa in the box for the Lady Pickers. First pitch from Ward, fly ball out into left field. Doesn't look like it's deep enough. Left fielder comes in and makes the play for out number 2. So Espinosa gets a little bit under that one. And the left fielder, Eppard, makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Batting, number 13, Addison Worden.
That's going to bring up Addison Worden. Worden, who is definitely capable of putting the ball over the fence. Takes first pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. In Worden hit a solo home run in Game 2 in the by-district series last week against Grulla. One of those right here would be very nice. Ground ball foul, count 0-2. And Brianna Taylor waiting on deck. She would be next. If the Lady Pickers can stay away from the third out here. So 0-2 on Worden. See if Ward goes with the changeup. Outside, 4-1. And Ward didn't throw very many changeups last night. Really, after she got through the batting order a couple of times. Here we're already second time around, and she hasn't shown it yet. Worden fouls one off, stays alive, 1-2. And 1-2 pitch. There's that changeup, swing and a miss, strike 3. But the Lady Pickers get 3 runs back and now only trail by 1 after 2 innings. We'll be back on Picker Nation News. And back on Picker Nation News for the top of the third inning. Want to give everyone information on our by-district playoff baseball series that's going to be this weekend. Sites have been changed due to pending weather. Game 1 is now in Rio Grande City tomorrow at 7 o'clock. And games 2 and the Game 3 would be at Steve Castro Field. Game 2 at 1 o'clock, and Game 3, if necessary, would be 30 minutes following. So again, Pickers traveling to Rio Grande City tomorrow for Game 1. Again, that first pitch will be at 7 o'clock, and of course we'll have that live for you here on Picker Nation News. So Leilani Smith leading things off for the Lady Mustangs here in the top of the third inning. Fouls off the first pitch over the right side for strike 1. Inside, 4-1. Count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouled off for strike 2. Smith 0 for 1 so far this game. Curveball outside, 4-2. Count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. That's going to be a leadoff single for Smith. And that's going to bring up the pitcher, Kylie Ward.
Now batting, number 9, Kylie Ward.
Ward walked in the first inning, fouls the first pitch back for strike one. Ward walked to lead off the second inning, was the first of the 3 walks that Espinosa threw in the top of the second. 0-1 pitch on the inside corner for called strike 2. So Espinosa out in front, 0-2 on Ward. Swing and a line drive to center field, and that ball is right over the 200 sign for a 2-run home run for Kylie Ward. So the Lady Mustangs get 2 runs back pretty quick here in the top of the third inning. Now have a 6-3 lead. A quick meeting at the circle. And that's going to bring up Leilani Walker. Walker walked in the top of the second inning, came around to score the second of the 3 runs in the second. First pitch to Walker. Inside for ball 1. One-zero pitch from Espinosa. Fly ball out into right center. And ball drops in front of Worden. And Walker is on with a single.
Now batting, number 18, Mia.
That's going to bring up Mia Salazar. Salazar reached on an error in the second. Salazar squares and leaves the bat out there for strike 1. And Smith pretty far off the bag there, got back safely after the bunt attempt. Oh, 1 pitch, swing and it's hit and run there. Foul ball out of play. Walker will go back to first. So 0-2 now on Salazar. Outside, ball 1. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing another pop foul. Count remains 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Salazar retired for the first out here in the top of the third inning.
Now batting, number 10, Dara Davila.
That's going to bring up the Lady Mustang first baseman, Dara Davila. Swing, looks like she went around for strike one. Runner going, throw down. Could have had her, but the ball gets out of Rodriguez's glove at second. And Walker's on second now with a stolen base. Pitch was called a ball. And the count's even 1-1. 2-1 now on Davila. One pitch from Espinosa. Called strike two. Inside, count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Walker still on second base, 1 out. 2 runs in on the Kylie Ward home run to center field. And that's a 1-out walk for Davila.
Now batting, number 8, Ruby Eppard.
Ruby Eppard steps in. 1 runner on first and second, 1 out. First pitch to Eppard, swing and a miss for strike one.
Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
0-1 pitch to Eppard. Misses high, 4-1. Eppard reached on an error in her only plate appearance. 1-1 pitch from Espinosa. Ball 2, 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2, count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Eppard.
Strike.
Called strike 3. Nice job there by Espinosa getting the called third strike, and that's going to bring up the number 9 batter, Kai Sanchez. Sanchez walked in her only plate appearance. First pitch from Espinosa, misses high, 4-1. In Walker at second, Davila at first for the Lady Mustangs. 6-3 here in the top of the third inning. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The Lady Mustangs with 4 runs in the second and 2 here in the third. Lady Pickers with all 3 of their runs in their half of the second inning as well. 1-1 pitch on the inside corner for strike two. Espinosa one strike away from getting out of a jam here into third. Pitch misses outside for ball two. Two-two pitch. Counts now full, 3-2. Sanchez takes a walk, and the bases are full of Lady Mustangs.
Up to bat, number 15, Kaylee Marua.
And the lineup is now flipped for Kaylee Marua. Marua 1 for 2. With a single last inning. Quick meeting in the circle, and we'll get back to action here again. Top of the third inning, bases loaded for the Lady Mustangs. Called strike one on the inside corner. One pitch, ground ball foul to the left side. Count 0-2 on Marua. Just off the outside corner for ball one. That's about as perfect of a 0-2 pitch as you can get right there and not have it in the zone. Just off the outside corner. Marua doing a good job laying off that one. Surprised she didn't at least try to foul that off. 1-2 pitch from Espinosa. Fly ball out into right center field. Worden underneath it and makes the catch for out number 3, but the Lady Mustangs pick up 2 runs on the Kylie Ward home run, and they now lead 6-3. We'll be back for the bottom of the third inning.
Do you have a passion for food? Are you hungry for success?
Well, all you need to do is show up. Robstown Early College High School offers many industry-based certifications and early college pathways. Join us at the dinner table. Join us at Robstown Early College High School.
Freshman, you said, or she's sophomore?
Now batting, number 21, Brianna Taylor.
Well, Brianna Taylor leading things off here for the Lady Pickers. Bottom of the third inning, trailing again by 3. Takes the first pitch for called strike one. Again, want to remind everyone that the Picker Baseball by District game has been moved to Rio Grande City tomorrow First pitch at 7 o'clock, and the games on Saturday will be at Steve Castro Field. First pitch 1 o'clock on Saturday. Taylor fouls the ball off to the right side. 4 strike 2, count 1 ball and 2 strike. Other district softball action tonight, playoff area championship in Division 1. Toloso Midway loses to El Campo by a score of 5-2. And 1-2 pitch to Taylor. Low for ball 2. And the umpires wearing blue in the stands were not in agreement with that call. 2-2 pitch to Taylor, swing and a fly ball. Center fielder ranging back, camped under it and makes the play for out number 1. Well, Taylor, decent contact, just got a little bit under it, and the center fielder, Smith, makes the play for out number 1.
Number 6, Yolina Piscina.
And that's going to bring up the designated player, Yolina Piscina. Piscina fouls the first pitch back for strike 1.
Scored 3 runs in the top of the second, I think, and didn't score after that. And then we didn't score until the 6th inning.
Stadium was rocking when I pulled up. I don't know if it was y'all or if it was them, but it was rocking.
And Piscina fouls that pitch off for strike 2. So 0-2 on Piscina. And nobody on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. In game 2, Lady Pickers trailing in the series 1-0. Hardcastle set up outside. Nice job by Piscina fouling that one off. Count stays 0-2. Piscina 1 for 1 tonight. Another foul out of play off to the left side. Count stays again 0-2. 4 pitches to Piscina, 4 foul balls. Time called as Ward doesn't particularly care for the ball that they gave her after the most recent foul ball. Umpire going over to the Lady Picker dugout to get another ball. And we'll have another 0-2 pitch to Piscina shortly. And Kaylin Salinas waiting on deck. Outside for ball 1. And Ward has consistently stayed away from left-handed hitters both games so far. Ground ball to left side, had some English on it and gets away from Walker at 3rd. That ball had so much spin on it. As soon as it hit the turf, it took about a 90-degree turn to the left, and Walker overran it.
Now batting, number 17, Kaylin Salinas.
And Piscina's on with 1 out. That's going to bring up Kaylin Salinas. Salinas 1 for 1 tonight. First pitch misses up and in for ball 1. Ward Howard seems to be very particular about the ball that she throws. She's thrown out 2 balls here recently, wants to make sure she gets one with the grip that she likes.
What's the count?
Yeah. 1-0 count on Salinas. Ward finally found a ball that she likes. And here's the pitch to Kaylin. On the inside corner, 4 strike 1. Count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. And Yoli Pacina on first after an infield single. Throw down to first. Pacina back safely. Count 2-1 on Salinas. Pitch to Salinas. High for ball 3. And if the Lady Pickers are able to come back and win this game, game 3 would be on Saturday. Umpire saying the count's 2-2. Pop-up's going to stay fair. Catcher catches it, throws down to first, and Salinas beats it out. So Lady Pickers with runners on first and second, and time's been called. The Ingleside coach is going to have a word with the base umpire. If the catcher Hardcastle had been back a little bit, that ball was coming back towards foul territory. But Hardcastle picked it up in fair territory. The throw down to first was not in time, according to the first base umpire. So, meeting of the umpires to discuss whether or not Salinas was safe or out. Call on the field was safe. And again, with the exception of the home plate umpire, it's a completely new crew from last night. And call stays.
And the plate umpire can go, hey, I was obstructed, I couldn't really see. Couldn't tell my angle. The other guy wasn't paying.
Oh, Sophia Garcia is going to step in. 1 out, runner on first and second. Let's see if Coach Moreno has the runner, or excuse me, has Garcia square to bunt. Third baseman even with the bag creeping in. Garcia pops it up, and a play made by Hardcastle for out number 2. So poor job of execution there by the Lady Pickers, and runner still on first and second now with 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Sophia Rodriguez.
Sophia Rodriguez.
Sophia walked in her only other plate appearance. First pitch fouled back, 4 strike 1. Again, Pacina at second, Salinas at first, 2 outs. Lady Pickers trying to get another couple of runs back here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Swing and a miss for strike two. One and two.
Yeah, that's what I say that. The odd part was my figure out how to know that strike.
These guys are pretty good.
Yeah.
And the 1-2 pitch from Ward. Low for ball two. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes on Sofia Rodriguez. High for ball 3. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the runners will be off on the next pitch. Again, just a little poke into the outfield would probably score Pacina from second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So no runs on 2 hits, 2 runners left on base. After 3 complete, Ingleside 6, Robstown 3. We'll be back on Picker Nation News.
Do you have a favorite subject in school? Do you enjoy working with students? Then join the Education and Training Program at Robstown Early College High School.
You'll learn to combine your passion, knowledge, and skills while working with individuals in your favorite subject area.
Our Education and Training Program enjoys an excellent reputation for quality and innovation. Start your journey towards the art of becoming a teacher today.
Oh, back at Wildcat Field for the top of the 4th inning. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Lady Mustangs. Kiki Smith, Leilani Smith, and Kylie Ward. Smith leading off here in the top of the 4th inning, 0 for 2 tonight. Pops the first one up on the right side. Ward can come in and scares us for out number 1. Well, that's going to bring up Leilani Smith. Leilani Smith, 1 for 2. Swing and a pop-up foul out of play on the right side, 0-1. Count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, nobody on, 1 out. Top of the 4th inning, Lady Mustangs with a 6-3 lead. Ground ball to second. That's going to get through for a base hit. It's going to scoot all the way to the wall. And Smith is in for a stand-up double.
Now batting, number 9, Kylie Ward.
Oh, Kylie Ward steps in now. 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer in the top of the 3rd. First pitch to Ward misses high, 4-1. And if I'm Coach Moreno, I'm throwing everything on the black or further outside. Pitch misses the spot. Count 2-0. Cruz set up on the outside corner. That one missed low and inside. Not a bad spot, just not at the target. Again, with first base open, I wouldn't give Ward anything to hit. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Just a bit inside, 4-3, 3-1. Swing fouled back, count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And payoff pitch to Ward, fouled off over the Lady Picker dugout. Count stays 3-2. Line drive to center. Rodriguez coming in, makes the play for out number 2. Nice job by Espinosa to get Ward out there. And Smith stays at second base, now with 2 outs.
Up to bat, number 3, Lana Walker.
And that's going to bring up the third baseman, Lana Walker. Walker 1 for 1. Also has a walk. First pitch to Walker misses high, 4-1. Two and 0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Counting 2 balls and 1 strike. Fouled back, count even, 2-2. 2-2 pitch from Espinosa. Misses high for ball 3. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Mia Salazar would be next. He's waiting on deck for the Lady Mustangs. And payoff pitch. Swing and a foul back, and we'll have another full count pitch to Walker. And that's a 2-out walk for Walker. And Lady Mustangs have runners on first and second with 2 outs. Mia Salazar steps in now. Salazar 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Corner infielders in, possibly expecting a bunt. First pitch called, strike 1. And the umpires in royal blue in the stands didn't agree with that. They thought it was a bit high, and they might have been right. Inside for ball 1. Just off the outside corner, 2-1. Fouled off to the right side, count even, 2-2. Again, runners on first and second, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Off the inside corner, count full, 3-2. Well, runners will be off on the pitch for the Lady Wildcats. Again, Leilani Smith at second, Lana Walker at first. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So no runs on 1 hit, 2 runners left on base after 3.5 innings. Ingleside 6, Robstown 3. We'll be back on Picker Nation News. Oh, back for the bottom of the fourth inning, Isabella Cruz leading things off for the Lady Pickers. Takes the first pitch inside for strike one. Right. 1-0 pitch from Ward. And therefore called strike one. Count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Ground ball foul past third base. Count 1-2. And 1-2 pitch from Ward. Misses low. Count even, 2-2. Called strike three. Cruz obviously looking for something else there. Looked like a pretty good pitch to hit. That's going to bring
Now
up
batting, number 28, Yadi Rodriguez.
Yari Rodriguez. Ground ball to the shortstop. Maru up with it over to first for out number 2. And that's going to bring up pitcher Kaylee Espinosa.
Now batting, number 8, Kaylee Espinoza.
Espinosa 0 for 2 tonight. Swing and a miss, strike one. Espinosa obviously fooled on that pitch. One pitch from Ward. Called strike two. It's like Ward really finding her groove here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Swing and a miss. So Lady Pickers retired quickly here in the bottom of the fourth. They still trail 6-3. We'll be back on Picker Nation News.
Of measurement and how to control the industry's process variables that are used for measuring and regulating physical quantities such as flow, level, pressure, and temperature output. Early College High School offers a level 1 certificate in instrumentation. Let Robstown Early College High School move you to new heights.
Turn your dreams into reality here at Robstown Early College High School. Not only is it very attainable with a variety of CTE programs, certifications, and early college pathways. What are you waiting for? If we can do it, so can you. Visit with a counselor or administrator today.
And back at Wildcat Field for the top of the fifth inning. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Lady Mustangs.
Dara Davila.
Dara Davila steps in 0 for 1 tonight. Kaylee Espinosa still in the circle for the Lady Pickers. First pitch to Davila, swing and a fly ball down the right field line. And that's going to go into the Lady Picker bullpen for strike one. Fly ball to the right side. Worden coming in. Let's see if she has room. That one goes into the bullpen as well. 0-2 on Davila. Cruz set up way outside, hits her spot for ball one. One-two pitch. Line drive, base hit. That's a leadoff single for Davila. Ball got quickly past Rodriguez at shortstop. Well, Lady Mustangs have a runner on for Ruby Eppert. Eppert 0 for 1 with an RBI. Swing and a line drive foul. Eppert a little bit out in front of that one. 0-1. Line drive to left field. That's going to get in front of Gonzalez for another hit. And the Lady Mustangs have runners on first and second with nobody out. That's going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Kai Sanchez.
Now batting, number 2, Kai Sanchez.
Sanchez squares. Nice bunt, and she's going to beat that out for an infield single. And the Lady Mustangs have the bases loaded with the top of the order coming up in shortstop Marua.
Now batting, number 15, Kaylee Marua.
Marua 1 for 3 with an RBI. And that's going to bring out Coach Moreno for a visit to the circle. Well, the Lady Pickers in trouble here with bases loaded, nobody out in the top of the 5th inning, trailing by 3. It's Kaylee Marua up to bat for the Lady Mustangs. Takes the first pitch high and inside for ball 1. Pitch from Espinosa, line drive out into right field. Worden coming in, makes the play. And Davila tags and scores on the sac fly by Marua. Both runners advance into second and third respectively, and that score is now 7-3 in favor of Ingleside. Well, that's going to bring up Kiki Smith. She's 0 for 3. First pitch to Smith, misses high for ball 1. Again, want to remind everyone that the Picker baseball playoff games the sites have been switched. Tomorrow's game will be down in Rio Grande City. Smith fouls ball off, count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. First pitch will be at 7 o'clock tomorrow, again live here on Picker Nation News. And Saturday's game will now be in Robstown at Steve Castro Field. First pitch at 1 o'clock. 2-1 to Smith. Swing and a ground ball to second. Salinas up with it over to first for out number 2. That's an RBI ground out, and the Lady Mustangs now have an 8-3 lead. It's going to bring up Leilani Smith.
Now batting, number 1, Leilani Smith.
Smith 2 for 3 tonight. With 1 run scored. First pitch from Espinosa misses high, 4-1. And Kai Sanchez at third with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Lady Mustangs with 2 runs this inning. Called strike 1. That pitch looked eerily familiar to a bunch from last night. Count even, 1 ball and 1 strike on Leilani Smith. And that's going to be an RBI single for Smith. He hits the ball to Gonzalez out in left field, and the Lady Mustangs now with a 9-3 lead. That'll bring up the pitcher, Kylie Ward.
Now batting, number 9, Kylie Ward.
Ward 1 for 2 with a 2-run home run. Fouled off to the left side for strike 1. Inside, ball 1. Count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Foul ball off the screen on the first base side. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes. High for ball 2. Again, wind blowing now across from left to right. And Ward's home run, if you remember back to the 3rd inning, dead center field. Count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Fly ball out in the center. Rodriguez over to her left and makes the play for out number 3. But the Lady Mustangs pick up 3 more runs here in the top of the 5th. Lady Pickers trail 9-3. We'll be back on Picker Nation News.
Make sure you show up. Connect with one of our many CTE programs and study or early college pathways. Remember to show up and show your cotton picker college pathways. What are you waiting for? If we can do it, so can you.
Visit with a counselor or administrator today.
Oh, back at Wildcat Field for the bottom of the fifth inning. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Lady Pickers. Addison Worden leading things off. She's 0 for 2. First pitch from Ward. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Oh, and 2 on Worden. Outside for ball one. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Worden leading things off here in the bottom of the fifth. Lady Pickers need some runs. They've got 9 outs to work with. Line drive to the first baseman, Davila, and that's out number 1. Well, it's going to bring up third baseman Brianna Taylor.
Now batting, number 21, Brianna Taylor.
Taylor 0 for 1 with a walk. Takes the first pitch for called, strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two. Ward starting to break out the entire arsenal of pitches here in the bottom of the fifth.
Now batting, number 6, Yolina Piscina.
So Yolina Piscina steps in after Taylor took strike three looking. Piscina 2 for 2 on the night. Looking to get a 2-out rally started. Swing and a miss for strike one. Again, Ward is making the Lady Pickers look silly in the box. Outside, count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Line drive, foul out of play. Nice job there by Piscina going with the pitch. About 6 feet foul outside the left field line. Two and two. Swing and a foul tip. Got a piece of Hardcastle. Hopefully she's all right. Surprised the umpire didn't walk that ball back to the pitcher. Seems to be okay, so we'll have another 2-2 pitch to Pacina. And pop foul out of play. Count stays 2-2. Another 2-2 pitch from Ward. Popped up on the left side. Shortstop Marua going back and makes the play for out number 3. And the Lady Pickers retired in order again in the bottom of the 5th inning. And we'll head to the 6th. Lady Pickers trail 9-3.
Do you have a passion for food? Are you hungry for success?
Well, all you need to do is show up. Robstown Early College High School offers many industry-based certifications and early college pathways. Join us at the dinner table. Join us at Robstown Early College High School.
Well, back in Portland for the top of the 6th inning. 5, 6, and 7 due up for Lady Mustangs. Lana Walker steps in, 1 for 1 on the night. Kaylee Espinosa in for her 6th inning of work. First pitch misses for ball 1. Oh, that looks like it's gone. Nope. Wind caught it, and Gonzalez makes the catch for out number 1. That ball off the bat looked like it was crushed, but the wind, as you can see the flags blowing that right in from left field.
Now batting, number 18, Mia Salazar.
Well, that's going to bring up Mia Salazar, 0 for 2 tonight. Taylor coming in at third, expecting a bunt. First pitch misses for ball 1. Pop up to the right side and out of play. Count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Dara Davila on deck for the Lady Mustangs. Davila 1 for 2 with a walk and 2 runs scored. And that ball hits Salazar, and she will take first base with 1 out.
Now batting, number 10, Dara Davila.
Davila up again, runner on first. One out here in the top of the sixth. 1-0 to Davila. Swinging a line drive over Salinas' glove at second. Worden comes up the ball quick, gets it into second, but the Lady the Lady Mustangs have runners on first and second with one out. And that's going to bring up Ruby Eppard. Eppard 1 for 2 on the evening. 1 run scored, 1 RBI. Looks like they have a pinch runner for Salazar. And that's going to be Lainey Martinez at second base as the pinch runner.
Now batting, number 8, Ruby Eppard.
Pitch gets away from Cruz, and the runners will advance to second and third. 1-0 on Eppard. Now runners on second and third with one out. One goes over Cruz's head. Runners aren't able to advance. Count now 2-0. An intentional walk to Eppard is going to load the bases.
Number 2, Kai Sanchez.
For the number 9 hitter, Kai Sanchez. Sanchez is 1 for 1 with 2 walks and 2 runs scored. Just off the outside corner, 4-1. No place to put Sanchez. Fouls the ball off, out of play to the right side. And 1-1 pitch from Espinosa, swinging a foul back for strike 2. Pop up to first and couldn't quite make the play. Sofia Garcia, ball bounced out of her glove a couple of times, which may honestly be a good thing. Runner probably would have tagged at third and scored on that sacrifice foul ball. But as it stands, counts 1-2, 1 out, bases loaded. The cue ball out towards Salinas at second, gets the ball over to first, and that's an RBI ground out by Kai Sanchez. The other 2 runners advance to second and third, now 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Score now 10-3 in favor of the Lady Mustangs, and the Lineup flips over for Kaylee Marua, 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Ball 1 to Marua. Ball gets away from Cruz, but not far enough for the runners to advance. 2 balls and no strikes. Again, first base open. And Kiki Smith on deck. Smith 0 for 4 on the night. And Espinosa steps back on the rubber. 2-0 pitch. Fouled off for strike 1. Espinosa with 144 pitches thrown so far. Inside, 3-1. Ground ball foul, count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes on Kaylee Marua. Popped up on the right side, Worden coming in. And another snow cone for out number 3. So 1 run for the Lady Mustangs here in the 6th, and they'll take a 7-run lead to the bottom of the 6th. We'll be back on Picker Nation News.
Life has enough obstacles as it is. At RECHS, we make it easy as possible for you to complete a certification or an early college pathway to start your career. So start your journey today at Robstown Early College High School. Talk to a counselor or administrator to join.
Do you have a passion for food? Are you hungry for success?
Well, all you need to do is show up. Robstown Early College High School offers many industry-based certifications and early college pathways. Join us at the dinner table. Join us at Robstown Early College High School.
Well, back in Portland for the bottom of the 6th inning, Kaylin Salinas leading things off. Salinas 2 for 2. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. And Lady Pickers down 7, looking to cut into this lead. And 6 outs to work with. Salinas fouls the ball off. Count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2. Sophia Garcia dodging the ball over there in the on-deck circle. And we'll have have the 1-1 pitch, or 1-2 pitch to Salinas. Hardcastle set up outside. Count now even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And 2-2 pitch from Ward. Swinging a ground ball to the right side. Picked up by Davila, and it'll be a 3 unassisted for out number 1.
Now batting, number 9, Sophia Garcia.
And that's going to bring up Sofia Garcia. Garcia 0 for 2 tonight with the strikeout. Garcia files the ball back to the left side for strike 1. Called strike 2. Called strike 3. 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Now batting, number 3, Sofia Rodriguez.
It's going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Sofia Rodriguez. Rodriguez 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. First pitch from Ward. Popped up on the right side, foul out of play, count 0-1. Ball low, count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Ground ball back to Ward. Over the first for out number 3. Lady Pickers retired in order again. And we'll head to the 7th inning. Ingleside 10, Robstown 3. We'll be back on Picker Nation News. And back in Portland for the top of the 7th inning. Got a pinch hitter, number 23. This is Noemi Medrano. 1-0 to Medrano, swing and a miss. 4 strike 1. Two and 1 to Medrano. Curveball in there, swing and a miss, strike 2. Espinosa with good movement on that pitch. Foul ball off the screen on the right side. Count stays 2 balls and 2 strikes. Count full, 3 and 2 to Medrano. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Now batting, number 1, Leilani Smith.
Well, that's going to bring up Leilani Smith with 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 7th inning. Swing and ground ball towards the Lady Mustang dugout, strike 1. Ground ball to the left side, Taylor up with it and throw in the dirt. And Smith reaches on an error.
Number 9, Kylie Ward.
Well, that sets up Kylie Ward with Smith on first and 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. First pitch to Ward, called strike 1. And Ward 1 for 3 on the night, 2-run home run in the 3rd inning. 0-1 pitch from Espinosa, called strike 2. Off the outside corner for ball 1. Poked out into right field for a 1-out single. And Lady Mustangs have runners on first and second with 1 out. We're now 2 for 4 on the evening. And going to have a courtesy runner for Ward. That's number 12, Jasmine Carvajal.
Now batting number 3, Lana Walker.
That'll bring up third baseman Lana Walker. Walker 1 for 2 tonight. Fly ball out into short center field. That's going to drop in for a hit. And that's going to be an RBI single for Walker. It's like Yadi Rodriguez shaking up a little bit on that dive. She gives a thumbs up that she's good, but Coach Moreno, Coach Strohmeyer walking out to check on her. And the crowd giving a hand to Rodriguez. And Mia Salazar will be at bat when play continues. Getting runners on first and second with one out here in the top of the 7th inning. Lady Mustangs with an 11-3 lead. First pitch to Salazar misses outside for ball 1. Fly ball out in the right field. And new right fielder Yolina Pacina makes the play for out number 2, runner at second. Carvajal tags and goes to third. So 2 outs and runners on first and third.
Now batting number 10, Dara Davila.
Oh, Dara Davila steps in. He's 2 for 3 this evening. And Walker steals second. And Lady Mustangs have runners on second and third with 2 outs. 1-0 count on Davila. Two and 0. Foul ball out of play on the right side. Count now 2-1.
1 and 2. Let's go that first one. Strike.
Ground ball right at Espinosa makes the play over to first for out number 3. But the Lady Mustangs pick up one more run. Lady Pickers have 3 outs to work with and need 8 runs. We'll be back on Picker Nation News. And back on Picker Nation News, bottom of the 7th inning, Isabella Cruz leading things off for the Lady Pickers. Down to their final 3 outs. And first pitch from Ward outside for ball 1. Cruz 1 for 3 on the evening. Ground ball to third, off of Walker's glove to Marua, and close play at first, but Cruz beats it out.
Now batting, number 28, Yadi Rodriguez.
Oh, Yadi Rodriguez steps in with the runner on first and nobody out. Rodriguez 1 for 3 on the night as well. First pitch to Yadi called strike 1. And that's a fair ball. And Cruz is going to get to third. Rodriguez going to second. They're going to hold Cruz at third. So Lady Pickers with runners on second and third and nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Nice job by Rodriguez, just throwing her hands out there, getting the barrel of the bat to the ball. Dropped in just a few feet inside the left field line.
Now batting, number 8, Kaylee Espinoza.
That's going to bring up pitcher Kaylee Espinosa. Espinosa takes the first pitch low for a ball. Espinosa 0 for 3 tonight. Takes the ball on the inside corner for strike 1. Ground ball foul. 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes on Espinosa. Ward wanting to know where that pitch was, and it was pretty low. Two pitch. Outside, ball 3. Count full on Espinosa. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Again, runners on second and third. With nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And Espinosa takes a walk, and the bases are full of Lady Pickers with nobody out. And that's going to bring up Addison Worden. And Coach Moreno is going to have to tell the umpire that's a re-entry there.
Now batting, number 13, Addison Worden.
Looks like Ingleside's having some pitch comm issues there. First world problems. So bases loaded, nobody out. Addison Worden in the box for first pitch from Ward. Takes inside for ball one. In Cruz at third, Rodriguez at second, Espinosa at first. Swing and a miss by Worden, strike one. And the 1-1 pitch from Ward. Swing and a fly ball out into left field. Should be deep enough for Cruz to tag. Catch is made, and the throw is short and up the line. And that's a sac fly for Worden. The other two runners stay at their bases, so one out now. Runners on first and second. It's going to bring up Brianna Taylor.
Brianna Taylor.
Taylor 0 for 2 on the night. Swing and a miss, strike one. Ground ball back to Ward. Was going to go to second, but second baseman wasn't there when she wanted to go, so she got the sure out at first for out number 2. And that's going to bring up Yoli Piscina.
Yolina Piscina.
And Lady Pickers down to their last out here in game 2 of this 4A Region 4 Division 2 area matchup. Ground ball foul towards the Lady Mustang dugout, 0-1 on Piscina. On the outside corner for strike 2. So Lady Pickers down to their final strike here in the ball game. Again, Yadi Rodriguez at third, Kaylee Espinosa at second. Yolina Piscina in the batter's box for the Lady Pickers, down by 7. And this is high and away for ball 1. Piscina steps back in the box for the 1-2 pitch from Ward. Swinging a fly ball out into left field. Both runners going. Left fielder coming in and makes the play, and that's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Final score, Ingleside 11, Robstown 4. And for the second year in a row, Ingleside knocks the Lady Pickers out of the playoffs in the area round. But again, good showing on the season for the Lady Pickers, with an 18-17-1 record. Lots of players coming back, and as a matter of fact, all 9-10 starters will return for the Lady Pickers next year. Final line score of the game, Ingleside 11 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors. Robstown 4 runs, 8 hits, also 2 errors. Again, want to remind everyone, tomorrow we'll be live from Rio Grande City as the Pickers baseball team begins their by-district round against the Gruya Gators. First pitch at 7 o'clock, and again, we'll have that for you live on Picker Nation News. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight, and want to wish best of luck to the Ingleside Lady Mustangs as they move forward in the 4A Division II playoffs. Again, thanks everyone for joining us tonight. Go Red.